Hello and welcome back to all my crypto maniacs out there. I know this channel is we're usually talking about trading and short opportunities. However, today I'm gonna make a little bit different video. Today we're gonna be talking about investing in Bitcoin. How is it different? Well, when you're trading, you're mostly looking at all of these short patterns like falling wedge right here, or inverse head and shoulders, or any even smaller patterns. However, for investing, we are looking for a very longer term. And today I'm gonna be showing you which are the best levels and how to find the best levels for investing into Bitcoin. First of all, I do have to put out my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say and do in these videos is for entertainment purposes only. This is just my opinion, so please be smart and do your own research before you put any of your hard-earned money into these volatile markets. Now that we put us away, let's just get started with the video so I can show you how to invest in Bitcoin in long term. Here we go. Okay, so right now we are looking at the Brave New Coin Liquid Index for Bitcoin. This is a chart with a delay. They are only working on certain hours of the day, certain days of the week, of course. So it is lagging a bit. Bitcoin is at 31,700, around 31,700, I believe, right now, $32,000. So we are about here, but it doesn't really matter to us because on this chart we are looking for a longer term. So let's just get to it. We are gonna be talking about two significant investment tools, two indicators that show you the best buy opportunity and the best sell opportunity, the bottom and the top of the market. The first tool we're gonna be talking about is Bitcoin Investor Tool. If we just turn it on, and here we go. You can search for this indicator in the indicator section. Just type Bitcoin Investor Tool and you can find this Bitcoin Investor Tool 730 close from Philip 3013. This is one of the best indicators to look for buy opportunity on a longer term, in my opinion, of course. Because if we do look at this market, we would see the best opportunity for buying is below this green line, and this green line, it's not exact, so you're not going to be buying at this very bottom. I mean, you could, but this line from here all the way down to the bottom, it was still a 40% dump. However, if we're looking from this dump all the way up to the top, which we did not reach yet, would be a huge percentages. We also had another chance here and another chance here, so we actually had three chances to accumulate Bitcoin in the 529 days period. So this is a year and a half, over a year and a half. It's actually almost, it's just above year and a half, I believe, where you had a pretty great chance of accumulating Bitcoin, and this would be a great buying opportunity. Of course, if you bought in any of these three areas, you would be in a great profit right now. So this is how everything goes. Even for the areas that we are breaking down, my suggestion would not be just, okay, we broke through this area, let's just buy all in on Bitcoin. No, the best tactics here would be dollar cost averaging. As long as we are below this line, you can just put $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. Even when you're going up, you can still be putting $100 in, or However, I mean, how much you can afford, you should only invest the money that you can afford that you can afford to lose, because once you invest this money, you should pretend it's gone until you do reach a selling point. So if you're looking at the current market, this would be the areas to buy in. We would be buying all the way from 5,500 all the way down to $3,000. The second opportunity was again from 7,000 all the way down to 6,300, and our third opportunity would be from 7,100 all the way down to 3,900, even though it was just a week, so let's just say $7,400. And you could put many opportunities here. I mean, you could be just dollar cost averaging all this way down. You see us break down, you buy in. You see another breakdown, you buy in, and so on, so on. So you can dollar cost average, and you can just calculate the average buy-in price from all of these entry points that you put in here. So if you consider buying all the way down here and here and here, I believe your dollar cost average price would be somewhere around $5,000. So again, excuse me, we did hit $40,000, which would already be about what, 700% profit. So yeah, how do we even predict the market up? Is anytime we are above our red line here. Now, do we believe this indicator is accurate? What do? We just look to the left. We look to the history of Bitcoin so far, and here we are in our previous bull market, which lasted all the way from January 2015 to the December 2017. So this was a 2-year, it was a 2-year, no, it was what, 3 years? This was 3 years bull market. So let's see where our price predictions were. And if we are looking at this indicator, we would see that we had a buying opportunity all the way from $350. I mean, $350. It would be great to buy $350 Bitcoin right now, wouldn't it? It was all the way down, which was 53%, all the way down to $162. So if we just dollar cost average the entire area, which lasted for a year, actually 360 days, we had a whole year of accumulating opportunities here, where we could be accumulating Bitcoin for the this bull market, and our sell target would be all the way from $80,000 up to 19,790 or 20,000 if we just put out a round number, which would be about 200 pump here where you could be selling. And if we do look for if we search for our, let's say, average price would be around $310, let's say $300. If we would be dollar cost averaging into this green area, we would be making all the way from 2,600% all the way up to 6,300% profit. Now let's look a little bit more back, and we can see there's not enough history for this indicator to show us where our previous buying opportunity were. However, considering we went down here, I would believe this indicator went something like this. So, and this indicator something like this. Let me just a second. I'll try to where is it? Okay, let's put it in green first. So I would believe that this indicator went something like this, considering we had a great bull market here, and the red line would go something like this, I believe. Oh, this should be a green line, sorry. No, it it's exactly the opposite, sorry. Okay, so this one should be red and this one should be green. Here we go. What? Didn't this one change? Red. Here we go. So we would have a nice buying opportunity down here, selling opportunity here, and again we would have a nice buying opportunity here and great selling opportunities here and this area up here. However, even this would be a great profit taking at all the way up to 9,000%, and this one will be all the way up to 40,000%. However, we don't need to look at history as much. So we had two take profits targets here, which is not perfect. However, we would still be making a lot of profit either target we were taking. Now, what is the other tool that will help us determine where exactly above this line, the red line, would be the great buying opportunity? For this, I mean selling opportunity, sorry. For this, we're gonna be looking at the P cycle. The P cycle is basically moving averages of two moving averages where they're closing. We can just look at the value here. Case on the inputs is long moving average of 350 days and short moving average at 111 days. This is gonna be the indicator to show you where the exact cycle top is of this bull market. Right now we are not even near our bull market top, so I do believe we could just go down, retest either of these two lines and then go further above. And just to remind you, longer that we're taking to pump to the upside, higher the bull market is gonna be. Right now our line is sitting at $50,000. However, in the next month or so, this line is gonna be even higher. We could go all the way up to $770,000, and longer we took to break this line, the higher we're gonna go. So how do we determine where the P cycle top is? I mean, yeah, we can see it right here, but how do we know before this indicator pops this P cycle? Well, simple. We are looking at the red and orange line. You can put it in any other color. If you go to the settings, you can just change the style of these two colors. I just like to put them in red and orange, so they are distinctful from other lines. And how do we know if this indicator is gonna show us a top? Well, as long as my red line is above orange line, this means we're not topping yet. As soon as these two lines cross, as you can see here, the lines crossed, it's indicating we are at the peak of our bull market. And once these lines crossed, we started our bear market all the way down. And yeah, this is not going to indicate, if they're crossing back, they're not going to indicate the bottom of our bull market, because 111 days is very fast, much more faster than $350. So we were forming this formation again ever since we broke down here. So this is only useful to indicate where the bull market top is, and it is up to 3 days exact. So even if you don't catch the top of this cross right here, you're not sure are we crossing, are we not, we can just zoom in to see how it is when it is crossing. You would see a clear top, see a clear cross of these two lines up to a 2 to 3 days difference. So you would still be able to sell at around $18,000. And if we're looking at our previous market, you would be buying in this area, you would be dollar cost averaging. Your dollar cost average would be around $300, and you would be trading this all the way up until the lines crossed, which would be at 18,500, and this is 6,000% profit without leverage. This is a 60x on your money. You put $1,000 in here, in 750 days you're gonna have $60,000. Not bad if you ask me. So right now we're not even near our P cycle top, so I do believe we're gonna have a nice correction down. I'm not sure, I don't believe we are gonna hit $20,000 because the markets are extremely bullish, so I would be looking at about $25,000 as a support, or maybe even $27,000 as a support, even though we do have just a little bit of support here. However, the 300 and 350 moving average is at $25,000 right now, so this could be our support. And if we take a bit longer to go down, we could be looking at this 111-day indicator going up, so this would correspond with $25,000 support. So as you can see, even in the previous bull market we did use these two lines as a nice support and resistance. We were trading in between these lines. Once we broke the red line, we did find a nice support, then we broke down and found a nice support on the 111-day moving average. We found actually one, let me just put this, it's 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5 supports on the $111 moving average before we hit our market top. So this is a nice way to look at. We could be looking at this line for a, we could be looking at this line for a support, which would be amazing if we do see a nice bounce off of this line here as a support. We did find 1 or 2 points of support right here, one here, so this is already a 1, 2, 3, and I don't know if we should be looking at this. We didn't exactly hit it, but at least 3 points of support here. Another 4 and 5 points would be great. So I do believe we are in this area right now, because if we are looking at this area, we were forming a nice bullish pennant here, which we broke down, found support, and then just broke up again. And if we're looking at the current area, we are right now forming this nice bullish pennant again, and we did break down. We are at $32,000. We did break down right now. If you're looking at, I'm gonna be looking at another chart then later. We did break down, so I do believe we're gonna go at least down to this red line at $25,000 to find more support. Okay, so let's just check this P cycle. So anytime we are below the green line of the Bitcoin investor tool, it's a great buying opportunity. Anytime we are above red line, it's a great selling opportunity. How do you know when exactly to sell? You look at the P cycle. The P cycle 350 and 111 days is gonna tell you in 3 days exact where the P cycle top is. You're looking at these two lines crossing. When you see these two lines crossing, this would indicate we are due to correct. We are at the peak of our bull market. Was this correct in the previous bull markets? Let's look at the left. Okay, again, when we were below green area, it was a good buying opportunity, and when we were above red area, it's a great selling opportunity. When did the P cycle lines crossed? They crossed up to 3 days to our bull market cycle top. The cycle top was here, they crossed here at the P cycle top. However, we did took another leg up and then dumped. If you are looking at the second top right here, you would see that again our P cycle top crossed 3 days after our all-time high right here. So it is quite accurate indicator. If you use both of these indicators in the combination, I believe you are gonna do great in the investing world of crypto world. Okay, so if you do have any more questions about these investing tools or any other investing strategies, just put it down in the comments below. I will talk about it in the next video. But for now, let's recap everything we said. We are looking at Bitcoin investment tool. If we are below green line, this is a great buying opportunity. The best strategy for buying in this area is dollar cost average, because in this way you're gonna buy at the best average price of Bitcoin. You don't know where exactly the bottom is gonna be, so dollar cost averaging throughout this area is the best strategy for you to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible at the best prices. When we break this green line, we are looking at the red line as a resistance, or when we are breaking this red line. So when we are breaking this red line, we know this is a great selling opportunity. And to confirm our bull market top, we're going to be looking at the P cycle indicator, and we're going to be looking for a cross of these two lines. When these two lines crossed, we know, okay, we reached our P cycle top and we should be selling our investment. This is where you're going to be selling most of your portfolio, or all of your portfolio if you want, and you're going to have a next buying opportunity after we fall below our green line of our Bitcoin investment tool. In just a few years, if you'll be looking here, we would be making about 6,000% profit, which is 60x. You put $1,000 in here, just 2 years later you make 60x on your investment, you have $60,000. And if you're buying, let's say you're taking $10,000 of your investment for the next investment, you'd be buying dollar cost averaging in this area. So your dollar cost average price would be around 4,700, let's say $5,000. And depending on where this market is gonna top, my price prediction is still around $180,000 all the way up to $20,000, which would be about 3,600% all the way up to 4,000%. Let's say 4,000% on average. This would still make us 40x profit from our $10,000 position. This would be about 40x. This would be $400,000 profit on our initial investment. So just from $1,000 you made $400,000 in let's say we're gonna be picking up at the end of this year in the 2,524 days period. I know this is a long time period, but if you are in investing, you're not looking at what's gonna happen with Bitcoin today or tomorrow. You're gonna be looking what's gonna be happening with Bitcoin in 10 years, where Bitcoin is gonna be sitting in 5 years, in 10 years, or even in 3 years in this situation. I mean, if you started buying in December 2014, you would be selling just 3 years later with a nice 6,000% profit. So if you ask me, this is the great opportunity for those who are not in trading. Trading is much riskier. You need to know a lot more about trading than it is about investing in something. So if you are investing, this would be my recommendation for you. Okay, so if you did like this video, please destroy the like button for YouTube algorithm. Click subscribe and notification button to be notified as soon as I post my next video. Until next time, see you guys later.